Alright guys, so this is my project one. I did sort of a band theme with Pierce the Veil, The Dangerous Summer, and Blink-182, and just kind of took different members of their bands to sort of make one full band in this triptych. And the backgrounds for all of them are paper textures, so this one is just sort of like an old book with pages all lined up that I did some things to, like black and white, and posterized it. And unfortunately for the other two to do the same sort of things, I had to make them in a different window so they wouldn't affect these ones. So I had to like, for example, for this one, I brought the paper in and I posterized it and then messed with the hue and saturation of it. Took a screenshot of that, opened that up, and then I had to bring this over into here. So there's a few layers that you can't see over here because I did that. I did that for this one and this one as well. And then just kind of added some things in the background. There's sort of a band tattoo theme going on because over here is a tattoo that Travis Barker has. It's of a boombox. You can see it right there. Hid that, and then I did the same thing in the middle with AJ. He has an anchor tattooed on his forearm, so I kind of hid that up there and messed with the saturation, or the opacity, and then kind of messed around with taking the reds and greens and blues out of it, and until I found something that I liked, and I thought this kind of blended in well with it. And then over here, there's another sort of Catholic style tattoo that guy has, and I just hid it right below the logo and above the amp. And that's kind of cool too because it blends in a lot with the paper texture in the background, so you don't really see it unless you're looking for it. Then I just added an amp in behind the guitarist. I messed around with having it overlap into this section too, but I didn't really like the way it looked. So I'm just going to leave it over there, and other than that, I think that's about it. I just did some effects on each of the musicians, I guess. So I darkened this guy up, and I put a pattern overlay on AJ, which you can kind of see. It's the sort of psychedelic one, but I fanned it out, and it kind of blends in with the background, which is pretty sweet. I like how it does that. And then for Travis, I just kind of darkened it up again, and yeah, I think that's about it. I organized everything into folders by whichever one I was working on, so everything on the left is on the left, the middle, right, and then a different folder for the borders. And I think that's it.